We spent most of August 2023 in Rwanda. We knew just a little about the awful events of the 1990s, but travelled with no preconceptions and no idea as to what we would find. And what we found was extraordinary. A beautiful country full of wonderful people, exhilarating things to do, gorgeous scenery, and a recent history that is an education for us all. We now know that this nation, hideously abused most notably by Belgium, France, and an uncaring United Nations, has overcome a century of disasters to become the jewel of equatorial Africa. It was the Belgian colonialists who sowed the seeds of conflict by driving a wedge between Hutu and Tutsi classes, creating an ethnic divide where there had previously been a vague and fluid definition based loosely on ownership of cattle and wealth. Identity cards were issued and stamped either Tutsi or Hutu, often based on crude facial measuring. The Belgians then placed the wealthier minority Tutsi people in charge, creating a new resentment among the poorer majority Hutu population. After the Second World War came calls for decolonization and forms of democracy, leading Belgium to switch tack and place the Hutu in power. By the time Belgium granted independence in 1959, angry extremist factions within the Hutu leadership had already become strong enough to launch attacks on Tutsi communities. Through the 1960s, many Tutsi fled from violence to neighbouring countries, among them a 2-year-old Paul Kagame, now president, who was taken by his family to Uganda. As the Hutu extremists tightened their grip, they drew up intricate plans for the elimination of all Tutsi in Rwanda, while Kagame was quietly building a brigade of Tutsi exiles within the Ugandan army, intent on enabling Rwandan refugees to return to their homeland. Tension built until April 6, 1994, when Hutu President Habyarimana's aircraft was shot down over Kigali, the capital. No one knows who by, signalling the beginning of genocide, following the detailed blueprint drawn up by the Hutu extremists and reinforced by daily exhortations to murder from the radio station they controlled. No one could avoid becoming involved in the violence. France, desperate to retain Francophone influence in Central Africa, helped arm the genocidaires. The United Nations, unwilling to become involved, pretended it was just African tribal conflict, flatly refusing even to define the murders as genocide. And so more than 1 million Tutsi people were murdered in 100 days of appalling bloodshed. By the summer of 1994, Kagame's highly disciplined and well-treated fighters were sweeping across Rwanda and seized Kigali. Millions of Hutu fled west to the Congo border, aided by a French operation that created a safe corridor for them. Kagame now led a country which had lost nearly half of its population, 10% dead, and more than 30% fled. The Hutu administration had left no money, no resources, no structure. For the rest of the 1990s, Kagame pleaded with Congo, France, and the United Nations to remove the Hutu refugees from the Rwandan border. They refused. Instead, they provided them with arms, equipment, and other support that ensured fighting and incursions continued to the end of the decade. It was only in the early 2000s that a measure of stability allowed Kagame finally to focus on domestic issues, sack his ineffectual chief ministers, and assume the presidency himself. To Westerners, he might have appeared as just another African dictator, but Kagame, a harsh disciplinarian, was also a social reformer almost without parallel, and a strategist of great genius. With a philosophy that demanded that policies focus on the future, not the past, he masterminded the most extraordinary reconciliation process in history. Murderers faced their victims' surviving relatives, expressing shame and regret and begging forgiveness. Genocidaires who admitted their guilt had their prison sentences cut short, and against all the odds, it worked. Since 2000, this fragile and ruined country has been gradually reshaped into a single community, with days each month set aside for communal activities. Clinics and schools provide health and education. Food and shelter reaches everyone. Corruption is virtually eradicated, and public administration is astonishingly fast and efficient. The country is spotlessly clean, and sustainability and conservation are taken seriously. Western leaders and commentators might tut about the human rights record of Kagame, partly to disguise their own shame and embarrassment, and partly out of ignorance. What cannot be disputed is that Kagame's genius, discipline and determination have achieved what seemed impossible little more than 2 decades ago. Rwanda is now a vibrant country, full of hope, ambition, aspiration and energy. The people remain quietly spoken and reserved. Some conversations can still be difficult, but the young show less caution and are fun and engaging. Kigali has smart hotels. KPMG has a tower block. There is a fantastic new convention centre. A new airport is planned and the main stadium is being vastly expanded. The city is buzzing, traffic jams are frequent. Outside the capital, economic activity takes place largely along the country's excellent roads. There are few cars, just buses and tourist vans and painfully slow trucks. But the roads are still busy. Goods are mostly carried on foot or on massively overladen bicycles. Bananas, sugarcane, water, bricks, furniture and more are hauled up and down Rwanda's thousands of steep hills. But this economy is finely balanced. Rwanda's wealth is growing, yet many people, while no longer starving or dying of treatable illnesses, remain poor. They deserve more. But the planet cannot withstand development and consumption on a Western European scale. Somehow, fabulously rich countries must scale back as more deserving nations, such as Rwanda, grow. Our dirty, self-obsessed throwaway culture looks disgusting from a pristine Rwandan roadside. We have so much to learn from this small gem in the heart of Africa.
that you ever might have wanted me to ask about you. I just keep on walking. I never ask about you. And I just keep on walking. I never ask about you. I just keep on walking.
Nyirampabuka yararusha kariwe wabyaye cya batatu habyara amagera abyara na mpabira abyara na rwego rw'abagabo.
was because Twitter, it's been like ages, like 50 years.
One got away.
Never have I considered that you
most flexible neck.
ever might have wanted me to ask about you. I just keep on walking. I never ask about
She is coming.
and I just keep on walking.